welcome to the Canadian Women in Ocean Industries Leadership Conference 2023. My name is Kelly, and this is the Diversity in the Blue Economy podcast with Gale Force Wins. And today we have an excellent guest, Miss Karen Kelloway, and she is here to talk about two of her books. Karen, introduce yourself.
I'm Karen Kelloway. My company is called Career Story Project. I'm based in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And for the past 20 or so years, I've been a career strategist. And I find that one of the questions people ask me the most is, should I stay or should I go? So should I stay and try to figure out how to make this work within the company, or should I leave for greener pastures? Mm-hmm. And that's why I wrote my book, Nail It. This is the second edition. 10 years ago, called Insightful and Utterly Enjoyable by the Globe and Mail. Mm-hmm. And to help people figure out how to create a path that they could stay within the organization. And I now have a trademarked program based on the book.
Awesome.
Which individuals can go through. So yeah, it's been very rewarding.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit more about the program and what it entails.
So participants go through, it's on demand, so they can grab and go. There's 5 modules plus a bonus one at the end. And it starts with name it, reframe it. So what's working and what's not working, because I think we all get stuck sometimes with, I don't know what to do with all this stuff, a lot coming at us. So what's working, what's not working. Get into our values in module 2, our strengths, have difficult conversations, and it all funnels down to a career strategy and career development ideas in module 5. Mm-hmm. And module 6 is a bonus, create your personal vision. And so participants can go through it on their own, or they can have what I call a guide on the side.
Awesome.
So a guide on the side is an HR or coach who debriefs each module with the individual to make sure they understand and kind of get a little more deep into the exercises.
Yeah.
But the important thing is that at the end, you take all that and your career strategy and give it, have a meeting with your direct leader to share it with them. Because what my experience, it's the buy-in from your direct leader and the support that helps people stay and have that clarity.
Yeah, awesome. And so where did you get inspired to write this? Was it kind of... you came up with it right away, or was it kind of a gradual process?
There was actually a particular incident where I was working in communications at the time, and the team had done a lot of work on a project, and there was a catalog, and I remember the leader opening up the catalog and going, oh, look at this, and it did take us months to create this catalog. Mm-hmm. It was, oh, we're missing a comma. That was her feedback.
Yeah.
And I went home that night and I thought, okay, I just saw that everyone was so excited, and then just the energy went down. So I think there's got to be a better way that we can keep people engaged and figure out how to, get past some of these, sometimes managers who maybe don't know how to help us, be at our best.
Yeah.
That's how it started. And so I'm an author, so I just started writing. I did blog first, and then I started doing a course with it, and it just evolved from there.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. That's great. And with your book, how does diversity tie into it?
So for the online program, really anyone can, it's for everyone,
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's really thinking about, especially I think the values piece is, how do I want to be, what's important to me, how do I want to connect with what is important to me and what's important to the organization, and align those values. Mm-hmm. And then when we're having difficult conversations, how do I show up in that? How do I appreciate other perspectives? Yeah. That's really important. And we often come with a lot of filters and bias.
Yes.
So as we reflect on our own and how we want to be and show up, I think that comes with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously we are here in Ocean Conference.
Yes.
Yes. So how do you tie into the ocean industry?
Okay. Well, actually, I'll bring in my fiction. So I write nonfiction and fiction. So part of my Career Story Project, I created this because I think everyone needs an outlet, a creative outlet. I work with a lot of CEOs and VPs who have engagement as one of their key performance indicators in their scorecards. So the program's good for that. But I also say, what are you doing as part of your, for fun? And what are you doing for creativity?
Yeah.
And for me, I write fiction. So I have a book coming out in August
Awesome.
with Nimbus Publishing. Can I show that?
Yes.
This is the cover. It's a middle grade fiction, Keeps of the Pact. And it's about three friends who are hunting for treasure. It takes place in Brigus, Newfoundland, and they find something very different. They find people of the sea.
Awesome.
And part of my research was interviewing an elder, Gloria Johnson, and we really brought in an Indigenous component to the book. We have Indigenous characters, and what she taught me was she has stories from her Ami, her grandmother, of the people of the sea, of the Mer people, and that there are keepers, like Mi'kmaq would be keepers of different, of the ocean, of the people of the sea, of the fairies, of the land. So it gave me a much more appreciation of the ocean. It gave me a lot more appreciation of how we can bring forward these stories. And it was just such a privilege to work with her on this. And so when I saw the oceans, when this conference was advertised, I said, well, not only do I want to get back to Newfoundland, because this is where my book takes place, but I want to learn more about the ocean.
Yeah, and you came to the right place.
The right place,
And with many diverse women and allies and everyone else in between. So this is wonderful. So I want to know, why Brigus?
Well, I'm from Nova Scotia. My husband's from Newfoundland, from Buren, and we went to Brigus in our 20s. We have a relative who owns a cabin there, a cottage. And when we stayed there, this is a magical place. So another publisher asked me to write a book with a male protagonist. So they said, can you do this like in the setting in Newfoundland? So I said, okay. I thought about where would I write a book setting in Newfoundland. Brigus is such a magical, historical community. Have you been there?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
So then you would have seen the tunnel.
Yes.
So the tunnel was blasted, I think in the 1800s. And when I was doing research in Brigus, I'm like, what would I do? What would I write? I found out that there was a mermaid sighting in the St. John's Harbor, up 11610. So I was thinking, I wonder if there's like this connection.
Yeah.
The rock got disturbed in the tunnel, and maybe it disturbed something else in the sea.
Yeah.
So that just triggered all kinds of ideas, and I storyboard everything out, and that's how the story started, was the tunnel and the mermaid sighting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And any future endeavors that you're looking forward to for yourself besides this book?
Well, we're going to be launching it August 11th, 12th in Brigus, Newfoundland at their Blueberry Festival.
Awesome.
So that will be, that's on the to-do list. And what I'd love to do is get it into some sort of TV series, because as someone said, would you want to do a sequel? I said, I'd actually rather do like a streaming series with this. Because to keep up, especially with things are changing, when you write a book, it takes 2 years. Once it gets in the queue and it gets accepted, it's 2 years that it sits there. And a lot can happen in 2 years. So to me, a streaming series or something would be a little bit more, you keep it more current.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I hope that happens for you, especially. And I'm excited to read it. I love children's books.
Everyone should read children's books, not just kids, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for bringing and showing your talent as well, and for supporting all of us women here at the conference. So
Time to get back to it.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.